Let's see. If you struggle with anxiety, depression, have been diagnosed or think you are neurodivergent, autistic, or have chronic pain or live in some kind of chronic condition that's invisible, take a listen for just a second. There's real stats on this. For me, I like the stats because it reminds me both to be compassionate to others, but also to myself. So here we go. 40% of the United States population has been diagnosed with anxiety or depression. That's 40%. It's a lot of people who went to a doctor and actually got a diagnosis. That doesn't include all the other people who are anxious or depressed and nobody knows, and they haven't seen anyone. We then have 30% of the population who's been diagnosed by actual medical people as neurodivergent, who have some kind of autism or ADD or learning differences, right? Then we have 10% of the population, and this is only a tiny bit because I think the people who have these experiences don't even get seen or acknowledged or validated for them. But 10% of the population has chronic invisible illnesses, things they're walking around with that nobody can see, that make their lives really, really a big struggle. So that's a lot of us out here walking around having a lot of shit going on. We're not even talking about who's experiencing real active trauma, deaths in their family, who may have just had like a major car accident or an injury, or some who's living in abuse or is struggling in all kinds of other ways. So let's just take a step back for a second and step into ourselves. First, give yourself a little compassion, be gentle. If you have one of these dynamics going on in yourself, remember you're not alone. You're really not alone. A lot of us are out here. And if you're bumping into other people in the world and they're grumpy or irritable or frustrated or hard to look at or don't look up at you when you walk by them or whatever, maybe not so friendly, remember they could be struggling with something very, very real that you can't see. The invisible shit is real, people. Like, let's just be a little more gentle all around.